Hello, Grade 4 students. Today's lesson is from Module 3, Project 2. As for the objectives of the lesson, by the end of the lesson, you will be able to talk about rules in a place. Also, you will be able to make a poster about things you have to or don't have to do in a place. Make sure you open your student books at page 37, workbook page 36. Now, let's refer to yesterday's lesson and recall some information. As you remember, this is the text we went through in the previous lesson. We looked at the pictures in the text. Also, we went over the sentences. And what do we call this text? This is a poster. I would like to remind you of some things that were mentioned in the previous lesson. Look at the title and read it with me. What we have to do in a library. Have to. When do we use it? We use it to give rules. Great. And what is the place? It's the library. And now it's time to practice giving some rules in a museum. Please read the question with me and answer after referring to the picture. Let's start. What do you have to do in a museum? Look at the picture. Be quiet. Can you think of an answer? I'll give you some time to think. Read with me. I have to be quiet. And we have to be quiet in a museum to show respect to others. Let's continue. Read the question with me. What do you have to do in a museum? Look at the picture, grade 4. Keep phone silent. Can you form a sentence? I'll give you some time to think. Now read with me. I have to keep my phone silent. Let's move on and read the question with me. What do you have to do in a museum? Look at the picture. Walk slowly. Think of an answer. Now please read with me. I have to walk slowly. Great job. Now, let's move on and continue. Follow with me. What do you have to do in a museum? Look at the picture and answer accordingly. Respect others. Can you form a sentence? Read with me. I have to respect others. Please refer to workbook page 36, activity 1. It's time to do the next activity. Activity 1. Read the poster, then complete the missing information. Use have to or don't have to. Read the title with me. Sea Lion Camp. Have you ever heard of the area Sea Lion? I think most of you know it. Have you ever heard of Sea Lion Camp? Now, let's move on and give some rules. Number 1. Put out fire. The answer is given to you in blue. You have to put out the fire. Read the next sentence. You have to sleep in your tent. Number 2. Pick up rubbish. Can you think of an answer and form a sentence? I'll give you some time to think. Now read with me. You have to pick up the rubbish. Great. Now read the next sentence. You don't have to bring food. There's a campsite shop. Great. Now pause the video and complete. Number 3. Not pay. You don't have to pay. It's free. You have to be careful. You have to be quiet at night. Number 4. Not bring tent. You don't have to bring a tent. We can give you one. Great job. Now please refer to workbook page 36, Activity 2. Activity 2. Read and write what you have to do in each place. The two places are at home and at school. We are going to take the ideas and to fill in the table. Follow with me to understand. Listen to my teacher. Where do you have to do that? Excellent. At school. You listen to your teacher at school. Great job. Now read with me the next one. Work with my classmates. Again, where do you have to do that? Excellent. You do that at school. You work with your classmates at school. Great job. Let's continue. Set the table. And you set the table at home. Super. Now pause the video and complete. Let's move on. Rake the leaves. Where do you have to do that? At home. Next, make my bed. Again, you do that at home. Super. Keep the classroom clean. And you keep the classroom clean at school. Great. Bring my books. And you do that again at school. You need to bring your books at school. You have to bring your books at school. And the last one, take out the rubbish. You have to take out the rubbish at home. Great job. Please follow with me to show you the steps of making a poster. Step 1. You need to use a large piece of colored card, and you get to choose the suitable color or the color that you like. Step 2. You need to choose a place to write about, and there are many places to write about when it comes to rules. You can write about rules in a library, hospital, school, museum, or home. Step 3. Now it's time to write a title. Look at the card that I chose. I chose a piece of green colored card. And I will write the title. What we have to do in a. For me, I would like to write about rules in a museum. And I write museum. So the title, what we have to do in a museum. Step 4. Now it's time to look for and find photos of that place and stick them on the colored card. Now, you can Google some pictures or even you can draw them, or you can take them and cut them from a magazine. For me, I did this. Step 5. Write sentences using have to. And we write sentences using have to give rules. Read my sentences. You have to be quiet. You have to keep your phone silent. You have to walk slowly. You have to respect others. Make sure you write in pencil so that you can correct any mistakes. And please write in a nice handwriting. Step 6. When you are ready, write over your letters using felt tip pens or colored pencils. Step 7. You can also stick photos or draw signs next to each sentence, like this. Now refer to workbook page 36, activity 3. Choose one of the two places in the table in activity 2 and make your own poster. You need to choose between home or school. Now make sure grade 4 you refer to activity 2 in the workbook page 36 and use the IDs from the table to make your own poster. As you can see, grade 4, this is my poster. Make sure you follow the steps mentioned in the video to make your own poster. To be sure your poster is up to the level, please refer to this checklist. You need to check spelling. Also, you need to check capitalization, which means you must start your sentences with capital letters. Also, punctuation. You must end your sentences with full stops. Next, make sure you check the grammar. And you must use have to when giving rules. And last, your handwriting. Make sure your handwriting is really clear. Thank you. See you next lesson. Bye.